Tell me about, so how many hits? 1 million hits.
Guys, 3 million hits. 3 million hits, right? And 1,000 crashes. 3 million
Oh,
hits, 1,000 crashes. These numbers are completely acceptable for any app you make in the app world. You make a mobile app, you make a web app, 3 million hits, 1,000 crashes, acceptable number. What you do after you roll out an app and it's having this many issues is you do rolling updates. You don't stop the swap functionality. You don't roll back what you've already pushed forward. That's a step backwards. These guys have said, hey, I'm trying to confirm to the future. I want to set the bar high. The bar is set up very high right now, 96%. It works. The bar is way higher than most apps when they roll out.
that number, 96%, that can't be real. It has
No,
to
it
be
cannot.
like 60.
I mean, let's do basic math. So 3 million hits in the last, what they say, 24 hours, 1,000 crashes. I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't even equate to 4%. And
No,
if
it
that
doesn't.
4%, okay, fine, they weren't talking about the app crashes. Let's assume they're talking about the Uniswap swap transactions or something failing on the Uniswap layer. That is something on the Uniswap layer API layer. That means every app would have to suffer that 4%, not just Saitama. How can it just be Saitama's getting 4% error rate and other apps aren't? That has to be across the board. There is another issue going on. I don't believe it. I do not believe what they said today with these numbers. I feel the numbers are just random. The questions that they even answered, like I didn't even see anyone in the chat typing those questions. Where did they get
Give me
those?
1 sec. Give me 1 second. Crypto Devil Dog, thank you so much for becoming a new member. And Gamer Dog, thank you so much for becoming a new member of the channel. Welcome to the Degenerate family. I appreciate your support. Yeah, didn't those questions seem like those are like pre-written? What's up with those?
Yeah, I mean, if you saw the chat, everyone's like, still Lilly tomorrow, Lilly tomorrow, Lilly tomorrow. And they're asking questions like USD, GBP, like, what's the global currency? I'm like, dude, this is not what people want to hear right now. Oh my God. I cannot believe they just stopped the swap functionality when Lilly has a countdown timer and that countdown timer is gone. I mean, like, it doesn't even make sense. And then the price plummeted during the AMA as soon as they came out and they're like, we stopped the swap functionality. I watched that price fall and that was sad.
Oh my God. It's like people just keep getting fed shit burgers and they're just like, yeah, this is great. This is cool. All right. I'll wait some more. Fuck it.
Guys, I mean, do your own research, right? If you look at any app that's been released, you guys already know apps have bugs. You have been told even by the Wolfpack, hey, most apps, they have 95% workability, 5% bugs. They said 4%. They said 4% caused them to stop a swap. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I cannot believe they're coming out with these numbers and saying they're trying to raise the bar when those numbers are the bar being raised,
Oh my goodness! Did you see that post that Sandstorm made? And he said, "Where's Tarp at?"
No, I didn't see that. But TARP is its own issue right now, Rodney. I am so disappointed in TARP ever since that tweet. And you know what was funny? I went to that AMA yesterday, right? Someone asked the question. They're like, "Hey, Cliff, what do you guys think about TARP? Are you talking to them?" Cliff looks right at them and he goes, "Who's TARP? What's TARP? Is that FUD?" No, I'm not. I don't have time for FUD. What's TARP? He didn't even know what TARP was. And I watched him on the AMA. I'm like, well, we have a tweet from TARP, and they're saying that they're in touch with some guy from Shinja. And that guy didn't relay the information to the CEO. So you know what that says,
Oh my God, that's crazy. And okay, so people were saying, well, Rodney, you make these public accusations all the time. What's the difference between me and a cryptocurrency company, whatever they are, making a public tag on their Twitter saying, hey, bro, what's up with this contract? Or what's up with this wallet?
Well, Rodney, you're a fudder and TARP isn't. Didn't you know? TARP is looking out for the investors, right? TARP is looking out for the investors, not being neutral, taking the bias, even the way they worded the tweet. The way they worded the tweet was, it has come to our attention. It's like, wait, like you guys didn't proactively look into this. Someone else told you. And then you're like, oh, let me make a tweet about this before even doing research. That's how you want to be when you make a professional crypto. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, my thing is like they've answered that question a million times. Now, honestly, I think the wallet situation, even if the wallet was compromised, I don't think you should be sending new airdrops. It just sucks. On paper, it looks bad, right? But we traced the wallet back. It is this guy's wallet. But how weren't they able to do that research when all of us know about it? And before that, and they're going to make a public statement about it.
Yeah, no, exactly. They make a public statement before doing the research, and now I guarantee you they've done that research. They realize, oh, these are airdrops. Oh, now what are they going to say? There's been no statement since then because they realized, shit, there's nothing there. There's nothing there for me to tell you guys, oh no, look at this. And then I also noticed in this like TARP thing, I made a video, you made a video, your video got way more views, but the main takeaway was, hey, TARP's good. They're looking out for the investor. And it's like, how are they looking out for the investor? By being biased?
Yeah, well, think about the background they have with Saitama. They are Matt Morier just made Saitama content. That's what he did. That's what he did before he made TARP. All Saitama content on his YouTube. Just Moonshot is in cahoots, well, not in cahoots, but he's helping Max and the Saitama team develop their app. And they're going to be on Saitamask.
Right.
Action. Oh yeah,
guys, it literally, when I saw that, it felt like paid FUD. Like I know how everyone says Rodney's being paid to FUD. No, TARP 100% got paid to FUD. 100%. Why else? I went through all their tweets in my video, like from like 4 months ago to now. They've never done anything like this before. They've been pretty neutral. And then I looked at the graph in the video and I'm like, okay, maybe they're not getting enough investors. They need to go, poke something, try and get more.
It's not looking good for TARP at all recently. Look, I like the project. I think the guys are good guys. When I had them on the show and everything I've seen, but making that statement to me, I'm just like, what? Excuse me? Why would you do that? But and did you see he retweeted me saying, "Oh, compromise" or whatever? Because I put their compromise. And both him and Just Moonshot retweeted my tweet, like kind of mocking me,
Wait, they said that you said TARP was compromised and Just Moonshot retweeted it?
Well, I said TARP was. I'm like, are they compromised because they have the ties to Saitama? Yeah, of course. They are compromised, right? I mean, let's think about it. Even when I did the debate with Just Moonshot, the first like 3 points I made, he was like, no, Teddy, you're wrong. No, Teddy, that's wrong. And then I was like, fine, Just Moonshot, you are disagreeing with everything I say. I'm going to break it down for you in a professional manner. Do you agree with this statement? Then we progressed in that manner. If you watch that debate, right? And then in the end, he's like, okay, wait, now I agree with everything you say, but he never admits to me that I was right. He just goes, yes, I agree with your point. And it's like, dude, you just now have agreed with everything I said. I mean, you're flat out saying, yes, there's something fishy going on over there, but you're not saying it. It's like, how much more shady can you be? And then they go and do this. I'm like, oh, dude, I wanted to buy TARP. Like, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I've always said, as soon as Saitamask comes out, I'm going to buy TARP because I don't know how to use Pancake Swap. I don't want to figure out the BNB process. Now that they did this, I'm no way. I don't think I'm going to be buying TARP anytime soon. Hopefully they retract the statement. What I'm looking for is an apology. They need to apologize. This is not the way that a company does professional business, especially for investor benefit. They need to be neutral. 100%. And look at the day before, I made a video on how to swap ETH to BNB, right? ETH for BNB. And in that video, I used TARP as an example because I like the project. So people are saying, you don't like TARP, you're a fudder. That's not true. And my thing is like, Shinobi's been around longer than TARP. Shinobi has Kusari blockchain getting a CertiK audit. They're CertiK audited themselves. They're on major exchanges. How are you going to make a public accusation like that or say, oh, we're looking into this matter when it's like, it's not even, it's just like someone's getting airdrops who was an investor in the product before. To me, it's just like, how out of touch and unprofessional and just kind of like not really thinking can you be?
I mean, let's think about it too. So TARP's like app is supposed to look at contracts and figure out all this stuff through contracts, right? Are they now making their app also look at wallets and figure out, hey, 70% of the wallets hold this and $2 million is going? Are they going to go into that much detail? They're not. They literally picked up some FUD and they spread it on their Twitter. And now they're like, oh, we weren't attacking anybody. That's not what we were doing. We were trying to make everyone accountable and show visibility to this layer. And it's like, no, you're not. That's not what you're doing. Look at your statement. You flat out, you've never done anything like this before. You come out like this because the first thing you say about a different crypto. It's just a bad look. It's not the right way to do business.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. But the Saitama AMA, I mean, I don't know what are they going to turn the swap feature back on? It hasn't been working for me correctly at all. I know Classic Crypto was able to do some swaps and those sorts of
Yep.
things. I saw his video on gas fees, and it turns out like, it's not any better when it comes to Gwei. It's not
I
any
did
better.
not think the gas fees were going to get better. I thought that was a very
No.
outlandish statement. There's nothing revolutionary here. This is, and I even saw in the comments, people were like, Saitama Guru, you said there's 200 something people working on your team. Well, this blockchain has 20 developers and they have an app and they have this, they have that. He didn't pick that question to be, talked about. And I'm like, dude, what is this? Now you're rolling back a swap. You rolled out a swap. That means you've rolled out something that's working. And now because of a 4% error rate, which, they can turn things on and off, why not fix that before you make a statement like this? You have how many people working till 3 in the morning? 4 in the morning, you guys are doing crazy coding at 4. That's
Yeah.
literally what I call it. When I go into crazy code mode, I'm like, dude, I'm doing crazy coding right now. I can't believe this. And it'll be like 4 in the
Yeah.
morning. But my crazy coding at 4 in the morning is temporary. I go back in the morning when I wake up refreshed and I fix, hey, there's other things I need to address. I feel like they roll out something at 4 in the morning, they say everything's working. And then by 5 in the morning, they're like, oh, we had to turn stuff off. It's not good. This is not how app development works. I'm
Yeah. Well,
sorry.
now they're working 22 hours a day. That's
2 hours of sleep. I
Come
wish. I
on.
wish.
Who in their life is that busy? I've been extremely busy in my life, and there's no way I haven't been able to sleep at least 6 hours, 8 hours at night. Like you can make it work. It's absolutely insane. 4 hours sleeping on the ground. Oh, woe is me. Real quick, we have Crypto Dirk. Thank you so much for becoming a degenerate. I appreciate you, bro. Welcome to the
Yo,
club.
all these
So,
guys are gonna beat me to freaking member, and they're gonna get their 2 month member icon before me because iOS won't freaking give me
I
the
know.
subscribe. I mean, the member option.
Try to go on my homepage. It might be there. But can you tell us
Okay.
about the time you rolled out an app and what happened? Because you've rolled out apps before and something happened with them.
Yep. So I've
Like
legit
just
rolled out an
yeah.
app and I've had an issue with the email server, which is one of the first errors that Saitama team had. And the first error where they added that SQS to slow down the amount of emails that hit the email server. So that way they go out. So it's first in, first out. When this happened, right? When you have an app and it doesn't work, the first thing you do is you admit it to yourself as the developer. Yup, I made a mistake. I need to own up to this. Till you can do that, you're going to keep coming with all these lies that, oh, it's not the email server, it's cache. Oh, it's not cache, it's a DDoS attack. No, it's not a DDoS. And, you're going to keep coming up with these lies. You have to stop. You have to admit it. Hey, guys, we made a mistake. The app wasn't ready. I didn't look at this. It was an oversight. We've heard this term. Cryptos use the term oversight. Even Cliff yesterday used the term oversight. Hey, it would have been better if I thought about this in the future. Now that they have this experience, they can use it in the future, but literally it is now, we are way past emails right now. We are now at the point where they had turned on the swap. It was working for however many amount of people, right? 40% or something. But
Yeah.
the numbers they threw out in this AMA are like, literally, they're lying to themselves. They're like 3 million hits, 1,000 crashes. None of the Twitter polls show you that. So when I did this with my application, it was like, hey, people registered, maybe like 12 people registered, but 300,000 people didn't get their email. So what do I do when I sit there? We first put out a little banner on there. Hey, we're having an issue with the email service, and that banner is an informational banner. This is about the time where we'll re-enable logins and we'll re-enable registration. And we're that informative. It is good that they didn't give us dates today, because every time they've given us dates, it's been a setback. Instead, it's easier to give them a period of time to be like, from this time to this time, you can expect logins to be enabled and registration to work. That's really how you go about a rollout when the app stops working right when you go live. That's the only way. You have to admit it. If you ain't that truthful in the beginning, they're never going to trust you in the end. So
I absolutely believe that. And check this comment out from one of the Saitama live stream by Brian Patrick. I'm not sure how legit it is, but it looks pretty legit. It says, "Hi
oh,
fellas,
it's
I
legit.
tried."
That was really Ryan Patrick. I clicked on his channel
Oh
and it
shit!
went to him.
Okay, it says, hi, fellas. I tried sending a portion of my Saitamask out of, excuse me, my Saitama out of my Saitamask, and my portfolio says I have none while the swap fees sees it all there. When can we send our tokens out of Saitamask? Why do you want to send your tokens out of Saitamask, Ryan? What are you
He's
doing?
done. He's done. He's fed up. This is what happens if you've tried the app.
Skip
You know,
that.
an average user, guys, not the diehard Wolfpack fans that are going to use this SataMask no matter what. An average investor that's there for profits. If your app, you know, let's say Facebook didn't work for 4 hours. Are you going to continue to use Facebook that day? Or are you going to move to the next app that you can do your social
Move on,
media
baby.
on?
Yeah. Move on, baby. Absolutely. I don't think he's done completely. I think he just wants to move his Saitama to a place where maybe it feels a little safer for now. But if you follow my channel, you know that I've been telling you guys not to use it until, everything's 100%, right? Just wait. Wait. Let everyone else be guinea pigs, So
Right.
in my opinion, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you
Rodney,
want. And by the way, today you're doing great. I saw a lot of good content from you. And I also
thank
like
you.
that new meme show, DGen Coin review that you're doing daily, Monday through
Meme
Friday. I
token
love
market.
that. It's very
Okay.
informative.
Nice. I appreciate you, man. I mean, it's not getting the most views, but it's slowly growing. I think it'll grow on people. Monday through Friday, meme token market, all that good stuff. Facebook went down for a day. One time we didn't move on. Yeah, Facebook is not Saitama, apples to oranges. When you say it like that, like apples to
Okay,
oranges.
let's say
Facebook.
not Facebook. Let's say you're doing Uber, right? So Uber is down and you need to get a ride. Well, you waited the 40 minutes for that Uber. It's not coming. Are you going to switch to Lyft? Or are you going to still wait for Uber?
Yeah, exactly.